Welcome gamers to Galactic Civilizations for Supernova. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the series. Special thank you to Stardock who is sponsoring this particular series, so thanks Stardock for that. We're playing as the Korath Legion in the actual mission, the campaign mission that is available now that's come through with the new DLC, the Tales of Centauron DLC. I think that's how you sort of pronounce it, Centauron? Yeah, I think that would be the pronunciation, but anyway. So we're playing sort of like it's a scripted map, but of course you then have choice to do whatever you want to be doing. And so I've actually played on a little bit further. I did actually record a separate episode too, but in essence nothing much really happened in terms of gameplay. There was a lot of exploration, which I enjoy, but I know it's probably not really all that interesting to watch. So I've sort of thought I'd just bounce into here. We're not at war with anyone yet. We have run ourselves into the ground. By that I'll show you what I mean. If we go across into the data bank and have a look at the timeline, I don't think that, the timeline will then give us essentially where we are, where we rate. And so there's a few orange groups in here, so I'll just turn it on or off the Korath clan. Faction power, we're doing okay. So we can sort of turn that one off. Actually, we're not doing all that well, are we really, when we look at that? We're still coming second last, but we're sort of, at least we're close to everyone else. So we're sort of close-ish. The Altarians are leading in this sort of sense. Economic power, Korath clan, coming last. Altarians, which I'm thinking I'm going to go after, are coming first. Military power, Korath clan, we're actually coming sort of equal first, which is actually good. Then we've got the Altarians sort of down below us. I'm thinking of actually taking the Altarians, which you'll see in a minute. The Taurians as well are up there with us. They're ones we haven't really, they're not really close to us, so we probably end up, I would have gone after them straight away, but they're actually a little bit further away. It's more thematic for the Korath clan and for the Drengen to go after the Taurians. They sort of hate each other. Population-wise, we're coming pretty much last, I think. Yep, we are last. We are last, of course. Influence, we're going to be coming last again by a long, long way. Manufacturing will be down the bottom here again. Yep, coming last there again. Research, that'll be us at the bottom there. There we are, we're coming last. Approval will be last again by a long way. And treasury, everyone's sort of together. That doesn't really matter that much. And prestige, guessing we're coming last again. Yes, we are. So we're coming last in most things. We're going to have to start to use our benefits of what we actually get to do, which is attacking and aggression. So that's really the only way forward now for us. If I let the game go too much further without actually becoming aggressive, that's going to hurt us. I did actually choose, I think in the last one that I recorded, but which I didn't actually sort of show, is I did actually go and choose the first one in Nihilism, which actually gave me three free supply ships, which just allowed me to then sort of build up some of the worlds that we actually had. Criminal ties, so unlocks crime wave, executive order. Realism, so alien civs will value your trades by 50% more. I think I'm going to go back to totalitarianism. I mean, we're not really using the control, to be honest. I don't know, I do actually have a bit of control that I can use. I'll be needing to unlock more things that I can then go and do with this one. What else can we do here? Let's just reduce across all core worlds. Yeah, actually that's a good one. Let's go and get the Iron Fist in this case, and then that will open up the purges. And so we'll be able to then go and get this one as well. So we need to have, so that'll be the next one that we go for. One of the big problems we have is massive unrest everywhere. So this is it's pretty hard playing these uber difficult or uber aggressive factions because they don't do well in the standard things. Now, a few things have happened, like when I wasn't recording. For example, have I got it back here yet, or am I still moving back? I've got a ship down here which was escaping some pirates, but it's actually a cruiser. So this will be one of the biggest ships in the game. So this one is taking a bit of damage. I'm just healing it up. It just takes a little bit of time to heal up, but that's sort of sitting around towards Altarian space. I'm thinking we might move down that way. We've got ourselves some Illyrium. This is one of our mines decking through here. This will help us with beam weaponry. And I've also got thulium as well, which will help us with kinetic weapons if we decide to go that way as well. I am also sending a group out at the moment to take on... There's one there. Where is it? There was some that wasn't claimed. Yeah, actually that was it. 2 Durantium as well, so I'm just moving down there to claim these 2. That will then give me a fairly good start in terms of getting the various resources. You can see we've got 9 Illyrium already, so we're getting actually a fair amount of this. And thulium, so we'll be able to then spend this or swap this for other things eventually in the bazaar if we wanted to. I won't do it yet, but there's something we could certainly do. The biggest problem we have, food is a big issue. It's always going to be an issue, no matter what happens. We are going to need to keep on sort of moving forward with everything. We do probably need to get at least one more colony ship, but I'm going to be wanting to take these little worlds pretty fast, I think. Yeah, these are going to happen fairly quickly. So I'm building up also back at Cora. I've just put in a couple of seed ships here to build them up after this constructor. So that constructor, I've got a couple of Illyriums, which are 3 Illyriums, but I can get 2 of those pretty much straight away. I'm just going to be sort of checking out areas in here just to see if there's any other opportunities to pick up multiple resources. But in this case, I can pick up 2 Illyrium through there as well. Okay, let's just end our turn. And I won't go on the attack until I know I can start to take planets, which means I'm going to have to use those seed ships, and we're going to have to bring our fleet back together. The fleet at the moment is literally just going around and just seeing what's around the place, just doing a bit of scouting. But I will need to start to bring them back. Now that's miles away from where we actually are. God, there's a lot of Illyrium in through here. That would be a great spot, which I think the AI has already picked up. I might start to bring these back down through No Man's Land now. This one is sort of an ally. This is the corporate sector. Yeah, let's just keep on having a look back through this middle section. We'll start to bring everything back in, I think, just get ready for a bit of an attack. There's another seed ship, which will just bring this one down. Again, I'd love to pick up some Promethean, but I want to pick up double if we can. We're finding our treasury stretched thin due to recent internal incidents. We'd appreciate it if you would give us 83 credits to help fund this year's budget. Now, we're not going to do, of course, we're going to say I'm sorry, but the Korath clan cannot give you help you at this time, because I think they will be our next target, actually, even though because they're doing so well. We're getting reports of destruction due to pests that have originated from your home world that are now on our world from imports. We demand that you pay us 500 credits. Not our problem. So we'll just go that way. Yeah, I think we need to start to bring the military ships back home. Oops, wrong way. I just wanted to go back in there with that one. It was this one that I wanted to keep coming this other side. And look, with these, I mean, there's just a little bit we can just scout in through this other side, just make sure there's absolutely nothing out this way. Might just do a loop in around this other side. Still got a few other areas to go yet. Subspace streaming. Okay, so within the fabric of subspace are certain channels where information seems to flow more readily. By coaxing our sensors to mimic this behavior, we should be able to dramatically increase their efficiency. This gives us better movement, which is important. We get better ship range, and we get subspace. This unlocks the subspace stream travel tech as well. So choose new tech. Now we still have we got. I must have picked up the one that I wanted. I must have gotten that during the time when I wasn't recording. Yeah, let's have a look at the Tech Navigator and just double check. This will be governance, I think. Yeah, I've got it. Great. Okay, this is the one that I wanted. So subspace frequency system is ideal for me. So that means we can actually go and build or get some other command ships, which I think now's the time to do that one. Let's just go back, click on done. Whoops, technology extraction. I think I'm going to go space factories. The missile system allows construction of basic missile weapons. Maybe we'll go this way. We will be wanting to really focus very heavily on the tech, because now it's going to fall down to the aggression of our ships primarily fairly soon. Okay, so feeding world. This is where we got most of our food is coming from. We've discovered the remnants of one of our first space vessels, evidence of a mind when we stepped nervously beyond feeding world. What should we do with this piece of history? Put it in your museum. That's going to be traditionalism. Nihilism increases to 15, so we get extra in the treasury, and put it back into service. So what do we end up getting there? Discover one of our first space vessels. We only get a probe. I'm going to take the money at this stage. The money is important to me. So let's go now and have a look and see in our leaders what we can now do with the commanders that are available. We have 3 ships available. So we have the Swift Scourge, which has got a mass of 14 out of 5. It's only a fighter. The hull is tiny, moves at 12, sends a range of 4. So bears the scars and battlements from hundreds of battles. So increased hit points based on the commander's diligence. Increased attack based on the commander's resolve. So this is a tiny little ship, but with a high mass. It's only got 3 hit points, so that's not really one that is going to survive for very long. This next one is a frigate. Again, mass is 38 out of 18. 9 hit points is better. This frigate has been modified to put weapon hardpoints in every possible place, including the former landing gear compartment, because this crew has to be shuttled to the ship. So increased hit points again based on diligence and resolve. They're the 2 things that we do require. This one's actually okay. Not getting anything really amazing out of this one. The Herald of Ruin. Now this one is when it's for the fleet. This is a cruiser. And this is 60 hit points. So infamously part of the Korath Vanguard. This ship has been engineered to possess an unprecedented power to weight ratio, compromising its cargo hold for an additional reactor. So +2 fleet move. So with the fleet, that's going to help a lot. Increased hit points based on the commander's diligence, and resolve there again. So definitely want to get this one here. Like that's a definite. And probably that one there, I think. I don't know if I'll bother about this one through here. But these 2 here, I think, would be worthy additions. So let's go back to the actual recruitment. And so it's diligence and resolve. Now we've got high diligence through there. Actually, which bits were which? So increased hit points based on the diligence, and attack based on the resolve. So we definitely want high diligence here and high resolve. Well, high diligence is important with this one, particularly with that one there. Actually, that would sort of maybe even make that one viable. If we can find someone with a high enough diligence. So this one here with the resolve, the attack value is good there. Yeah, I think we'll go this way for the big ship, and this one for the little ship. So over you come, guys. Over you come. Go back to our command ships. So again, just double check. Increased attack based on the resolve, and that's the resolve there. So you go and take that one, and you go and take this one where you've got the 11 diligence to get the hit points up. So they've now been allocated. We'll just click on done. So we now should have a couple of ships that have now spawned in, and so we now actually have these 2 ships, the Cannon Quake, which has got 22 hit points, so that's reasonable, and an attack of actually that's massive, 65. Wow, that's big. That is big. Okay, these are big ships. These are going to do great damage. Let's just get them towards where we think the front line will be. And then we've got the big one. This one's 68. So what's this one here? This one was 22 hit points. This one here is 68 hit points with 24 a total attack. So not as good attack as what this one has got. Wow, that's incredible. The kinetic attacks that this one's got is amazing. So we do actually have some protection as well. But the combat in this game has improved a lot just in terms of the information that's provided. Now, I could bring them forward as their own fleets if I wanted to as well. because this one does actually give extra fleet moves to everyone, so +2 fleet moves. But let's just sort of move them into position. We'll just get them sort of ready to go. Here's the other big cruiser that we actually had as well. Only 16 attack through here, but better hit points. It's getting close now to level, like to basically being healed up. And then I think we'll start the process. We just need to get these siege ships going. Now let's have a look at the siege value, because some of these places that we want to go after, they've got like 113 defense, 130. So we need to have at least 10%. This is our siege ship, and the siege attack that it actually has is, where is that showing? Conquest rating of 12. So we've got a conquest rating of 12, which means we need to have a little bit more to effectively do this one. These actually add to it. That's enough. All right, that's enough. Let's just go this way a little bit just to pick up these other bits and pieces, just so we can clear out, make sure there is nothing else hidden back there. And so I think what we'll do is we'll start to bring these ships across, because these will also have very, very good conquest ratings. Yeah, that one's not as good. But if we combine those fleets together, they can just go after planets. Let's get this show on the road, I think, and then we'll sort of start to get things actually happening. So this is a Punisher fighter. There's one there. There'll be more on the other side here. Dead Weld. I'm just going to bring these back now. Just start to make their way down. I'll need to get these combined with other forces. All right, we'll start to bring these back into fleets, just so that they've got some protection. That's a fighter. We'll bring the fighter and the bomber together. Some more thulium. Again, we don't have extras that we can sort of really place in this one. We're just trying to build basic stuff in here, just like probes and things. I do want to also get elk asteroid miners. Just get a couple more of those. Everything else is just kind of taking way too long here, because we're so bad with our development. Our development is very, very poor. How are we going in here with this constructor? It's coming in 3. I'm going to keep the money that I've got. These 2 ships now are together. So this is the Ragano fleet. There's changes here, but I think I'll talk about the way that the fleets sort of work a lot more with the like the user interface with fleets has changed an awful lot, and has improved dramatically as well. This one is now finished. So let's move that one. Can we do this one? The logistics 8 of 14. I don't think we can do it. This one's going to chew up 6. Yeah, we can actually. We can place that one in there. But I probably want to get some small ships in there. This one has a very poor conquest rating. But I think I'm going to move this one across the other side, just to join up with the other siege ships that we've got. Okay, our traders have honed the art of persuasion through countless dealings across the galaxy. For a fee, I would be willing to share some of these trade secrets with you. This knowledge would be great benefit for our future negotiations. So this one here, we end up with the art of persuasion is a valuable skill. We accept persuasion. We intimidate. We don't persuade. So I'm going to decline the offer. Now these ships have got a conquest rating of 21, and we've got a whole series of different planets back out through here as well. Let's just go this way. Start to put the pressure on. These will most likely be attacked over time. So yeah, these little planets, I do want to start to pick these up now. So we've still got one more move for the fleet. Must be at war with the civilization to attack them. Do you want to declare war on the Altarians? I think we just do it. This is going to impact all sorts of things in the game. Actually, before we do that, is it worth having a quick look at diplomacy? Just across the board. The game doesn't hide much. And in fact, I think there's even other things that I read where they've actually unhidden other aspects of the game as well. Like, so for example, the Altarians are really going, at the moment, we're fairly, they're unfriendly, but we're trending towards the positive area. And so if we look at the Altarians back and through this other side, we can sort of see that we have an open borders treaty with them. That's going to close once we do this. Your skill in diplomacy is a +1. We do actually have diplomatic skill. Disappointed by pilgrimage denial. So we've sort of been denying them a lot. You seized our freighter. Your bugs are damaging our world. So there's a lot of negative stuff in through here. That's the most negative trend that it's got. Everyone is pretty, I mean, the Taurians hate us anyway. So that one's going to be, the harvesting dilemma. There's different things that we've sort of been doing through here. This one here, the Arceans, I'm trying to still be friends with a few of them. So this one here, for example, the corporate sector I'm trying to be friendly with. The Drath Freehold is actually a little bit negative, but I'm still trying to be relatively friendly with it. So I want to have at least one friend in just while I'm doing this stuff. But as we start to attack and destroy these worlds, and take over these worlds, it's not going to go down well with the other factions. So they're going to start to notice our aggression and act accordingly. But I am going to go and choose and speak with these. So we'll declare war. Actually, the diplomacy graph as well, we should actually have a bit of a look. So the Altarans do actually have just trading. So it's just a trade. They've got a trade aspect. There's just various trade going on. Only one other faction's trading with us. Okay, that's fine. There's no wars until now. Until right now. So speak, and it's time for you to die. Very simple. You have chosen death. Yeah, you heard me. It's, so be it. War it is. Yes, farewell, goodbye. Now if we look at the diplomacy graph, you can see now that they're on their own, essentially, with the war with us. And so we don't want to have multiple wars if we can help it, but we do need to start to damage what they're doing. So we've now, with this fleet, we're just going to start 2 months remaining to attack this particular one. We don't have to have soldiers as such, but these invasions, we'll just start these processes now. So so they've got, 50 planetary defense, which is practically nothing, meaning we'd have to have 5. We've got 21 in this particular fleet. So our fleets are able to do these sorts of attacks really quite effectively. Just click on done. They may send fleets out against this fleet, but I think that this one will actually do okay, like with itself. We'll just start to move this one across back into where the rest of the fleets are going to be. We may need, depending on what they do with their fleets, we may need to start to protect our bases as well. Like we've got a couple of bases inside their territory, but their territory really is in the space that I really want to be in, and they're actually taken worlds that I actually really wanted. So we want them, we'll get them. Let's not go in with this ship without actually some protection. So let's just move these down now. Get the siege ship back up there. Make a fleet out of this. This is only 3 out of 14. Then we've got the other ship coming back in, but that will just help us a little bit. So that gives us a overall siege strength of 14. As we start to do different things with the fleets, I'll then sort of talk about, and if we do get into combat, I can then show you how the combat has actually changed more with the information. So we're not going to feature on any of those lists. So first invasion, not every planet we find will be empty. We've known that for some time, but today is the first day we've tried to take one from someone else. Today will mark a victory we will surely celebrate for a long time. And so we're going to be good at this. So when we have a bit of a look, we now actually have, where was it? This one is now fallen. So we've got that, there's 3 planets in here. This one here has got a resistance of 162. We've got 21. That's still enough for us to do it. This one has got 3 population. This one's only got 1 population. This one here has got 1 population as well with only 45. So it's going to take a bit longer to besiege this one, which we can't do just yet. Okay, back to Cora, our homeworld. Now we've got a few different things we can essentially start to build. Now, this is another thing. I've actually been getting a lot of events, and they've sort of been throwing up these fairly unique different buildings and things, which has been quite good fun. I didn't record this, but there was an event where I got myself this core tap. So use the planet's core as a source of power. And this will then, the base effect is manufacturing goes up, maintenance goes up a fair amount. That's the negative of it. But bonus per level is 4%. This is something I wouldn't mind getting. But this requires precursor nanites. I've got 2 of them. I need 5. What else have we got through here? Razar's Lift. So the galaxy's first space elevator is a galactic achievement. That would be very, very, very useful. And Durantium, it requires 5 Durantium. I would love that. I would love that. Beacon of Babylon. This is a influence which we not really worrying too much about. Technological capital we won't worry about. Eyes of the Universe we won't worry about at this stage. And then Kimberley's Refuge is a food improvement. That would be useful, but maybe not here. Maybe not here. Okay, so we've got the Helios ore extractor. So we've got that one sort of happening. I've got 1 extra research there. Now this one does give a lot to the actual military. Maybe we'll just go in here and just grab a research district for now until we get the Durantium, and then we'll sort of even buy extra Durantium and then go and build that elevator. Just it will then help us enormously for getting the fleets that we're going to be needing. We haven't actually checked out this area of space yet. Just that little pocket there. So these are now going to work together as well. So there's an economic relic. So that little fleet is now together. And we'll start to bring these fleets back into our systems, and also actually on our worlds. Actually, I might even leave this one down at the Melf system, and we'll pick ourselves up some extra fighters over time. This is another. That's our flagship, actually. Yep, that's not an enemy. I think we go in and start to besiege these worlds as well. Okay, your flagship locates a hidden cache of precursor artifacts left behind by the ancient civilization. These artifacts are not only valuable, but also clues to the advanced technologies of the precursors. So extract resources, get +1 Durantium, or gain the charge of the artifact, inspire scientists. Let's get a Durantium. That's 1. That's 2 that we now actually have. Now, when we build this one, we're going to pick up another 2. So let's just go and do that one right now, so that we can actually pick that one up. Mining Starbase. That gives me another 2. We get mining drones. That was the last of the improvements that I actually had there. I'm now up to 4 all of a sudden. We'll click on done there. And I won't wait for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Galactic Bazaar. And we are going to be buying Durantium. So I'll just get the extra one. So I'll just buy that one for now. So we can sell what we got heaps of, and we can buy other things as well. So that gets us the 5. And if we now go back into Cora, 4 turns until we get this one through here for the research district. Let's go and build the Razar's Lift. And we'll try to rush this as much as we possibly can. Now this is going to give the adjacency is going to be +3 to manufacturing. The manufacturing per level is going to be +5%. Maintenance is only +1. Manufacturing is +10% overall as well. So that one there, +3 to manufacturing. I get a 5 there. That takes us up. If we have a look at the actual, that's gives me a +25% to all manufacturing. That one there gives me only a +5. The other ones that I have back and through here, we don't really gain much more there. Let's go back this way here, because it's going to then boost this other one as well. So let's go and add that one in. But we want this one to come It's only 18 turns to get this. Now, to buy it, it's 2,000 at this stage. So we'll leave that one there. As our food world. I'm really just going to have to keep... You know, 7 food is actually not too bad at this stage. The happiness is a big, big issue. We need to also get money as well. So we've got research up. Actually, the research there is actually very good. Eventually. Now, supply depots. If you have a quick look and see where the manufacturing can go, you can see we've got a +5 in the middle there. And it's going to then add a lot more in around the other areas. We also have a 4 there. But that could be extra population as well. If we just have a quick look and see. Yeah, that would increase our population cap. We've only got 2 of these guys. I need to somehow get the happiness up. Yeah, this is to approval. Entertainment district. It'll improve my approval list a little bit. The other thing I could do would be to drop my overall taxation down. Makes it 33, low makes it 42, but then it's -9. It still keeps it +2. Let's just make it this way, just to get the production happening a little bit better. Just go that way again, and then go back to the feeding world. So we do actually have economic stimulus. The first of the asteroid miners is coming. I think I'll actually just go and place this one in the +5. Actually, what do we get for that one? This one here we get. Actually, the approval goes up to +4.9. Let's just do that. That does actually work with the approvals. So we'll go that way. Done. It's our flagship, or one of our. We've got 2 flagships now. So, the Instigator survey report. So, our flagship finds a derelict mining drone drifting aimlessly in space. The drone appears to be from an advanced civilization and is still functional. Your engineers managed to reprogram and repair the drone. Upon confirmation, the drone is added to your fleet, provided increased mining capabilities and efficiency for resource gathering. So, we get +1 Helios ore. Well, we could have actually just got the Durantium this way. Well, we do actually have Helios ore coming anyway, because we're doing that one. I don't know what Helios ore gives us. What is Helios ore for? I don't know what we use that one for. Durantium we can always use, but it's sort of cheap. Let's go Helios ore in this case. We may be able to sell it for something at some point. Now we're going to need to get modules as well, so we can sort of add more to these bases over time. I've got no more moves, so we can't start the siege there just yet. We want this ship to come back in. I'm going to need to get more fighter craft to come and help out with these. And we've still got this guy as well, which is... I don't know if I'm going to need it over here, but I think I'm going to move this one back into this fleet just to sort of help it out. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. And 7 turns remaining on this particular planet. This is a big planet. They're probably going to have to come after us here, I would imagine. Just click on done. Now that's 7 turns. I can either do that or I can go down into here and take this one almost straight away. We have to wait a turn now that I started it. So they're trying to build, small craft really. 2 months remaining on this one. That's fine. So next month we'll actually get this one. These coming back into here. Okay, it's insufficient. Oh, it's now up to 173. All right, so it's a little bit too much for us. What about the other one? This one here was 180. So these have now protected themselves a little bit more than what I can actually cope with at this point in time. In that case, we'll move off. Okay, that should be some antimatter in through there. This one's got the +2. Still won't be enough. But we add the extra 4 across in from here, and hopefully that will then be enough for this. Alright, so we now actually have another constructor. I'm going to go up to this area, I think, and just get even more Illyrium. I think that'll be fine. I don't think we're seeing any others that are where we've got like we've got things that are doubled up, like what we've gone in through here, for example. We've got single aspects over here. The antimatter in here would be good. There will be antimatter there for sure. Yeah, no, there's nothing much else really. Nothing close enough for us to get the doubles. This one we can actually get doubles in through here. So I'm just going to go and tell it to become a mining starbase. Now we can't do anything else because we've got no modules left. And I'm going to have to build them somewhere, but I don't know where. I've got too many other things I need to be building. As a prospector, not an enemy prospector. Now we do actually have a siege ship coming in 5 from here. Adding that to the other fleet would be very, very useful. At 398. You can't afford it. That's relatively fast for us to be able to build the ships there anyway. So we'll keep that one going. And we'll just keep on. We'll get this planet next, and then we'll get this planet after that. Gives us 15. It's still not enough. A few turns before this one gets there. Gives us an extra 4. Yeah, these are 180. Still 173. So we need to have at least 17 total. We've only got 15, so that will be enough to take these other ones out, and we'll bring the other siege ships in once we can. Now we should pick up the next one. The Avenger missile system has now been researched. We'll choose new tech. Railguns would be, this is kinetic weapons, and we do actually have a way of making this one work. Now this one here leads to +1 moves. We end up with +2 modules. That's not bad. Let's just grab that one now. Just click on done. And so we've now taken this particular fleet. This particular planet now is now under our control, and we will now besiege this particular one as well. And so 9 months remaining on this one here. There's a lot of enemy forces just here. Now this is almost impervious, really, just with the strength of this particular ship. It's an extremely strong fleet. It's going to be very difficult for the Altarians to be able to act against us. Yeah, it's a precursor anomaly. That's a pirate fleet there. Whoa. Okay, that's Dreadnought. Okay, that's really, really strong. So have to be a bit careful of that. Okay, we heard rumours that the Arcean Republic have built a Razars. Yeah, damn it, that's what we wanted. So that's not going to work for us anymore. It means we have to go back and do something different. Now we get our Durantium back, the cost of the Durantium. So we're going to have to do other things with that. That is a shame. That's a massive shame. Oh boy. Okay, well that sort of screws up that idea. We'll just keep on building what we're doing and see what other opportunities come up after that. So that little world, yeah, nothing much really going to do. It's not really worth doing anything with that one. So we now have 17, which is not going to be enough for this one. That's now 193. That one's now 188. So this is now moved away from us being able to take this one out. What about this one down in here? Planetary defense is only 20. That'll do. New targets. Okay, situation report. The Taurian regime cordially invites your people to join our Deepwater Festival, a celebration of our amphibious heritage. We request some of your best swimmers to experience the depth of our oceans. It's a unique, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but we still must admit it comes with some risks. Will you accept? Opportunities for a cultural exchange. So we end up with -2 approval. No, we don't want to do that one. It's too dangerous. Well, we just don't want to do it. Why would we do this? Cultural, yeah, let's not do it. We don't care about cultural exchange. It's not what we do. So we now actually have, this is another probe. I'm just going to send this one to auto explore. The approval's terrible in this world. I'm probably going to have to sit down and really think about how I can actually try to fix the such poor approval ratings, because they really are bad. Now this is a colony ship, but I've got no offensive capabilities back at the homeworld, so we can't do anything about that. So yeah, this colony ship is just farting about, really. It may be looking to take this, because I think you can colonize while you're at war. I think you can. Now this is an asteroid miner. It's a bit of a waste, but anyway, we'll just get that one so it feeds back into here. Event. So, lost cargo, Robotic Servants module. Said your flagship captain reports the discovery of a lost cargo container floating in space. Upon opening it, they find the advanced Robotic Servants module, a device capable of significantly improving the efficiency of our planet's workforce. The choice is yours. Store it for future use or sell it for credit. So we can store it, which we then get this one through here. Adds a friendly your servant to a target core world. Yeah, we sell it for 500. Look, I think I'm gonna keep it, because we really do want the efficiency up. Let's keep it in this instance, and we'll make use of the robots on our homeworld. Where was that? That was down this way. So if we now go into the vault, so it's a friendly your servant to a target core world. So we'll just go and place it at the homeworld. Have a quick look. So we now have a yaw in through here. Alright, so that's just going to help us. Now this one's come in as an entrepreneur, which should ultimately give us more money. Social skills are poor though. Yeah, we actually can't train them ourselves. We don't have the tech to do that. I can make workers. Look, I'll leave it as an entrepreneur for now, and then we'll look at it again later on. So the overall approval here is actually, that's a crime that I was looking at. I think I may have been looking at the crime before as well. Anyway, it's the approval still is bad on most worlds. Yeah, I think I was. The approval here is 75. What is it over here now? Yeah, it is 15. Okay, the crime is actually a bit more than 15, but the approval is only 15 on that world, which is terrible. And what about for the other world that we actually had? It was over here somewhere. 25. Yeah, it's really, really bad. Really bad. Now, we've got a few more of these cultural progressions. So we've got nihilism, criminal ties. We wanted realism here. Actually, no, we didn't. We didn't want that one. Which one did we want? Was it totalitarianism? I think it was one of these. Doubles the ship experience would be good. And unrest is reduced across all core worlds, and security measures are more effective. Yeah, let's go and grab that one. So that was just going to sort of help to keep the worlds under control. All right, so through suppression, that's the way. That's the way. Yeah, they're still building things back in through here as well. Yeah, what was that? It's a constructor. I would love to be able to zip off and grab these sorts of things, but I really just want to get these things killed off as much as we can. And what's this one rated at? 229. So we need a lot more to be able to then take this world out. Well, we'll get there eventually. Now this is the next siege ship, so we want this one to come back down and join up with this fleet. An event. Criminal syndicate. So intelligence reports reveal the presence of a sophisticated criminal syndicate on your planet Cora. They are called the Zilrathi Syndicate, and they have offered a share of their profits in exchange for turning a blind eye. Alternatively, we could restore order by shutting down their operations, so we can accept this. We do get +2 wealth, and if we do this one here, we need the approval really. Although this is on the homeworld, approval is super important at this stage, so we'll just go that way. Trade offer. So this is with the with ISO the Wise from the Iconian Refuge. Now they're offering open borders, Starbase module, just one of them by the looks of things, Promethean of 2. And Xeno production techniques. And, you know, I'm going to accept this. That looks to me okay. So, just looking at the time, I'm probably going to have to sort of start to wind this one up. Now, we've got another constructor here. Yeah, what was I going to do with this one? So we've actually just gotten that through an event. Antimatter. That's where we want it. Back over there. Alright, that'll do. Oh, we've got another one as well. Okay, this is cool. What we probably should do is just use this for like either military or economic. Let's go and throw it over here. Do the economic. Now I can put a Starbase factory on. Boost the manufacturing of nearby worlds. Let's just do that. 0G scaling. Gives me even more manufacturing. Let's do that one. Done. Okay, so that then is used up a bit of our Durantium, but it will sort of aid this particular world. Well, I think, how far off are we with this particular siege? 5 months remaining. I think we'll call it quits here, guys, for today, and then we'll come back and continue on. We haven't seen the Altarian fleet. They'll be trying to build that one up. We should be able to take these little worlds on our way through. Once we get the other siege ships, there's going to be 2 more siege ships coming. Once we get those in with everything else, that will then sort of work fairly effectively. Yeah, that's that colony ship, which is still just sort of wandering around inside our space. I'll leave it here. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.